We're getting underway with our 13th game of Jeopardy for the SNES, and so far we've made it to $612,474. See if we can win more. In the last two games, in each game, we won the maximum allowed. We'll do it 3 times in a row. Only one way to find out. Here we go. Time for the Jeopardy!
Here are the categories.
And we're going to be dealing with inventions, astronomy, colonial America, the Bible, saintly cities, and finally, folk songs. Okay. Well, I'll have astronomy for 100.
The answer is...
To locate this navigational point in the night sky, extend a line from the star of Merak on past Dubhe. What is the North Star? I'll have astronomy for 200. Daily double. 500. This imaginary celestial belt includes the apparent annual paths of the sun and most planets. What is the imaginary celestial belt? The apparent annual paths of the sun and most planets. I'll just say what's the Van Allen belt? No, that's wrong. It's the Zodiac. Alright. Astronomy 300.
The answer is...
Both the Greeks and the Native Americans identified this constellation as the Great Bear. What is Ursa Major? There we go. Astronomy for 400.
The answer is...
They are estimated to add more than 1,000 tons to the Earth's weight each day. Meteorites. Astronomy 500.
The answer is...
4 of this outer planet's moons are named for Shakespearean characters. What is Saturn? No, it's not Saturn. Jim. Uranus. Okay. Well, that gets Jim some cash, and he makes the next selection. Folk songs, 100.
The answer is...
Bill Monroe told the blue moon of this state to keep on a-shinin'. What is Kentucky? I'll have folk songs 200.
The answer is...
They were lovers, oh lordy, how could they love? But the song's about a fight. Who are Frankie and Johnny? Folk songs 300.
The answer is...
In many versions, the second verse of this protest song starts, "We'll walk hand in hand. What is we shall overcome?" That'll get me out of the hole. There we go, out of the hole. Folk songs 400.
The answer is...
Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, get along, little doggies. You know that this state will be your new home. What is Wyoming? Now we have some money again. 500, please. Folk songs.
The answer is...
In Clementine, this numerical phrase describes the minor. What is a 49er? There we go. We're in the lead. I'll have the Bible for 100.
The answer is...
This doubter wanted to put his finger into the nail marks on Jesus' palm. Who is Thomas? Bible for 200, please.
The answer is
In Exodus 3, one of these burned, but wouldn't burn up. What is a bush? The Bible for 300.
the answer is
Nephew whom Abraham rescued in Genesis 14. He also needed rescuing from Sodom by Genesis 19. Jenny. That nephew was Lot. You have some cash, Jenny, and you make the next selection as we continue. St. Louis City is 100.
the answer
And
is
the answer there? Minneapolis is twin. It's the capital of Minnesota. What is St. Paul? Okay, St. Louis City's for 200, please.
the answer is
California Mission Town, which is the annual destination for famed swallows. What is San Juan Capistrano? I'd like St. Louis Cities for 300.
the answer is
The 8th most populous city in the world. It was once the capital of Brazil. What is Sao Paulo? Let's have St. Louis Cities for 400, please.
the answer
Or for
is
500, I guess. The poshest of all ski resorts. What is St. Moritz? Now I'd like St. Louis Cities for 400.
the answer is
Capital of the Dominican Republic and reputed site of Columbus's tomb. What is Santo Domingo? Well done in the St. Louis Cities category. The Bible for 400.
the answer is
King whose reign was so rich that silver was said to have been as common as stones in Jerusalem. Who is Solomon? I'd like the Bible for 500, please.
the answer is
It's the battlefield where good and evil will fight their final battle. What is Armageddon? There we go. I'll have Colonial America 100, please.
the answer is
Though southernmost of the 13 colonies, this practice was originally forbidden in Georgia. What is slavery? Let's have Colonial America 200.
the answer is
New Hampshire and these other two of the original 13 colonies were founded by colonists from Massachusetts. What are... Think about this one carefully. And try this one and say what are Connecticut and Rhode Island. I picked the right two. Yeah, Connecticut and Rhode Island. Colonial America 300.
the answer is
After losing New York in 1664, this country briefly recaptured it in 1673. What is the Netherlands? The Netherlands or Holland? Yeah, they'll take it either way. Colonial America 400, please.
the answer is
New Haven's Eton Code, which banned mince pies, dancing, and wife beating, were laws bound in this color. Jenny. Blue. Blue laws. Okay, Jenny, do you want the last clue in Colonial America, or do you want to start at inventions? What do you want? We're going to finish Colonial America first. Okay.
the answer
Makes
is
sense to me. For 30 years, William Bradford governed this colony. Jim. He governed Plymouth Colony. Alright. All that's left is inventions, and Jim doubles his money to $1,000, takes second place. 100.
The answer is.
He invented the Franklin stove. Who is Benjamin Franklin? $200.
The answer is.
2,160 people at a time could ride on this at the 1893 Chicago's World Fair. What was the Ferris wheel? Chicago World's Fair, I should say. What was the Ferris wheel? 300, please.
The answer is.
Edison suggested it be used to record phone calls and make clocks talk. What is the hearing aid? Oh, that's wrong. I always get this clue wrong for some reason. It's the phonograph. Jim and Jenny are tied at $1,000 apiece. 400.
The answer is.
The first patent issued to more than one person went to Howe, Hunt, and Singer for this. And I got beat to the buzzer. Oh well. It is the sewing machine. Yep, I knew that one. Let's go ahead and take a look at that final clue.
The answer is.
He invented the Polaroid camera, introduced in 1947. Who is Edwin Land? Because George Eastman was the founder of Kodak, so I'm saying who's Edwin Land. He's the one. I have $4,700. Jim, $1,400. Jenny, $1,000. Let's play Double Jeopardy.
Here are categories.
And we're going to be dealing with journalism, fathers, art, sports, screenwriters, and finally, historic places. Okay. We'll see if the clues are on my side, but I don't go first. Here we go. We're starting with screenwriters for 200.
The answer is.
John Huston and Ray Bradbury brought this Melville classic to the screen. What is Moby Dick? Oops, there we go. Could I have screenwriters for 400, please?
The answer is.
If you'd gone up and seen her sometime, she might have been writing I'm No Angel or Klondike Annie. Who's Mae West? Screenwriter 6.
The answer is.
This star of Harold and Maude wrote Pat and Mike with her husband, Garson Kanin. Oh, and I got beat to the buzzer. Ruth. Oh, it's Ruth Gordon, so I would have been wrong. Okay. So it's a good thing Jenny beat me to the buzzer because I would have been wrong. I was thinking someone entirely different, but that's okay. Screenwriters 800.
The answer is.
Author of Exodus, who wrote the screenplay for Gunfight at the OK Corral. Who's Leon Uris? Oh, come on now. Screenwriters 1,000.
The answer is.
Charles MacArthur and Ben Heck adapted Wuthering Heights for film, but not this, their own 1928 hit play. What is The Front Page? Which, that was a motion picture that came out in 1974 with Walter Matthau. That's good for 1,000. I have 7,100. Let's have art for 200.
The answer is.
He painted old women of Arles as well as young women of Tahiti. Who's Paul Gauguin? Let's take art for 4.
The answer is.
Tesserae are the small cubes or shaped pieces held in place by plaster, cement, or putty in one of these. What is a mosaic? Art 600?
The answer is.
He painted bird illustrations in addition to writing poems about birds, like the owl and the pussycat. I always forget this one, so Jim, you want to try it? Edward Lear was his name. Edward Lear. Jim takes second place. He has $2,000. Where is he going? He's going to journalism for $200.
The answer is...
It claims to provide all the news that's fit to print. What is the New York Times? I'll have journalism for $400.
The answer is...
Syndicated advice columnist whose poll indicated 72% of women prefer cuddling to lovemaking. Who is, Ann Landers? It is Ann Landers, yeah. Journalism 6.
The answer is...
Jingo journalism promoted our going to war against this country in 1898. What is going to war against this country? What is China? It's not China. I don't remember. Jim. It's not China. It is. Oh, Spain. So I was way off. All right. It was Spain, not China. All right. That's okay. Historic places, $200.
The answer is...
In ancient times, criminals were thrown from the south face of this city's Capitoline Hill. Oh. And I got beat to the buzzer again. Oh! Sorry, Jenny. Why don't I try this one? Capitoline Hill. I have it between two of them. It's a 50-50 shot for me, so I'm going to say what is Paris. It's the other one I'm thinking of. Ugh. I had it between Paris and one other one, but I don't want to say what it is just yet. It's Rome, and that was my other guess. It was a 50-50 between Paris or Rome, and it was Rome. Oh well. Journalism 800.
The answer
That's
is...
okay. Newsweek commented on the power of the press when Barbara Baines' dog was killed by a copy of this heavy paper. What is the... I'll say what is the Los Angeles Times. That's right. Can I have art for 800?
The answer is...
Term collectors use for the total number of prints made from one plate during one printing. What is an edition? I'll have art for 1,000.
The answer is...
The art form surrealism began as a literary movement inspired by this French movement. What is Dadaism? What was Dadaism? That's right. Journalism 1,000.
The answer is...
The Chicago Daily Defender and the LA Sentinel are aimed primarily at these readers. Jenny. They are aimed primarily at blacks. Oh, okay. So Jenny's up to $2,400, and she makes the next selection as we continue. We're going to historic places for 400.
The answer is...
Oh, the places you'll go. It was completed between 221 and 207 BC under the rule of Emperor Shi Huangdi. What is the Great Wall of China? Let me have fathers for 200, please.
The answer is...
This actor, the father of triplets, was just a boy on the Waltons. Who is Richard Thomas? Fathers 4?
The answer is...
He was a mother of invention, but father to Moon Unit and Dweezil. Who is Frank Zappa? I also know he has another son named Amit Zappa. Father 6?
The answer is...
He shows up for New Year's with an hourglass and a scythe. Oh, Jenny locked me out on the buzzer. Father time. She's up to $3,000 and takes second place for right now, and she makes the next election. Sports 200.
The answer is...
All right. Olympic sport divided into freestyle and Greco-Roman. And I got locked out by Jim. They're locking me out on the buzzers non-stop. Wrestling. He and Jenny are tied at $3,000 apiece. Where are we going? Sports 400.
The answer is...
Okay. In basketball, it's dribbling with both hands or resuming to dribble after you stopped. What is double dribbling? Let's go back to fathers for 800, please.
The answer is...
Percy Kilbride played him in a series of rural comedies. Who's Pa Kettle? Let's have fathers 1,000. All in. He was father to Queen Elizabeth I, who was Henry VIII. There we go. Sports 600.
The answer is...
Best baseball senior circuit. Oh, and I got locked out on the buzzer again. Alright. Baseball senior circuit is the National League, and I happen to know that one. But, too little, too late. Sports 800. And so it cost me, it's the other daily double. He's going 2,600 on this clue. In hockey, where you're sitting, if you're in the sin bin, you're in the penalty box. Yep. Good job, Jim. 4 clues left. Where are we going? Historic place is 600.
The answer is...
One of the bloodiest battles in U.S. history was fought on this island, also known as Naka-Iwo. What is Iwo Jima? Sports 8.
The answer
Or Sports
is...
1,000. Sport where you can find someone working on the chain gang. And I got locked out on the buzzer again. Football.
The answer is...
In the 1880s, gold was found in this island group called Land of Fire by Magellan. What is Tierra del Fuego? Last clue.
The answer is...
Located between Pakistan and Afghanistan, this 33-mile mountain gap was famous for the annals. Famous for the annals of British India. What is the Khyber Pass? So I have $27,000, Jim $6,200, Jenny $4,000. So Final Jeopardy is ready to commence. With the category being the movies, I'll go all in. Guinness says this fairy tale has been the subject of more movies than any other. What is Cinderella? That's going to get me another $54,000. So that results in $666,474 in only 13 games.
The Final Jeopardy answer is...
All right. So Jenny got it right. She's at $7,000. Jim also got it right. He's at $9,400, and I got it right. So I win $54,000. I'm at $666,474 in just 13 games. See you all next time.